I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your man TP. Today we are knocking on door number 241 on our compilation list. We will be in 3 different female judges' courtrooms on today out of 3 different states. Before I give you their names, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Commentary will be left in. Also, chapters will be added for your convenience. Now, the first judge courtroom we will be in is Judge Jill Dorancy, out of the state of Colorado. Second, we will be in the courtroom of Magistrate Hilary Braley, out of the state of Michigan. And last but not least, we will be in the courtroom of Judge Suzanne Hudson, out of the state of Texas. It is going to be a pleasure to check out 241 with you. We got some female judges that are up against some real stiff-necked sovereign citizens. So let's go ahead and see how they handle it.
'26 CR 921 Trammell appearances.
Daniel Cohn on behalf of the people. Mr. Trammell is present.
Pro se.
On bond, pro se. Looks like last time we were in court, he was asking for extra time to potentially hire counsel.
I had, on April 6th, I indicated to you that you should apply for the public defender's office. Did you do that?
Yes, ma'am. No, I did not.
You didn't qualify?
In that time, a lot has transpired.
Okay.
Did you get the notice that I submitted into the case?
The letter?
Yes.
Did you get it, Mr. Cohen?
Let me check real quick. Yes, I do see that.
So your, did you have first and foremost, I'll indicate to you that I am not an administrative law judge.
Okay.
All right. But it looks like based on what you were asking in here is that you're asking for restitution. That is not something that can be done out of this case.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And you're invoking a number of other,
Yes, I mean, given the nature that there's no injured party or no damage to property, I have a concern with an administrative court hearing
I'm not an
judicial matter.
administrative court.
You're not, this is not an administrative?
No, this is part of the judicial branch. This is
an
not part
Article
of
3
the,
court?
excuse me?
This is an Article 3. We're in Article 3 court.
This is not an administrative court.
Are
This
we
is
in an
a
Article
part of
3
the-
court?
I mean,
That's just a simple question. I'm not trying to be difficult. I want to know what I'm walking into before
Your Honor,
I'm not trying to be difficult at all.
I would just ask
Given the
that,
nature of what's going on here, I need to know exactly what I'm,
so last time we were in court, this court agreed to continue, but said that the court would expect to move forward on this date. At this point, the people would just ask that the court enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Trammell and set it for a disposition date. It sounds like Mr. Trammell has some philosophical beliefs about the system that don't exactly match with the facts of his situation, but that's neither here nor there.
you're citing the United States Constitution and we're governed here. I'm appointed by the state. So this is not a federal court. This is a state court. So no, this is not an Article 3 court. This is a state court. All right. This is not under the United States Constitution. I am not appointed. I wasn't nominated or confirmed by any federal body. This is a state court. So no, this is
did you
not.
take an oath to the Constitution? And are these state rules repugnant to that oath? That's the only question I have.
Yes, there are state rules, and you are charged in this case with having a dangerous weapon, possessing a dangerous weapon, and having a large capacity magazine, which is prohibited. That's what you're charged with under the state law. So how do you want to move forward? You don't have an attorney. We're currently set for a appearance of counsel. So let's go ahead and set this for arraignment.
Set for arraignment?
Yes. So at that point, or you can do that today if you'd like. Plead
No.
guilty. You can either reach an agreement or you can enter a not guilty plea. Do you want to enter a not guilty plea?
No, I do not.
What do you want to do today?
What I'm saying is, set this for another arraignment. I need more time to figure out what.
So why don't we come back next Friday at 8:30, and at that time, it'll be set for arraignment. All right?
Friday?
Friday, the 29th.
Can we do the following Friday?
That's the following Friday is the 5th. Do you have an objection?
No objection.
June 5th at 8:30,
Thank you.
and that'll be for arraignment.
Nice.
Great.
Thank you, sir.
I see Mr. Trammell in the back. Who's here on Mr. Trammell? Which one of you? No, he's not represented by counsel. All right, are you guys ready? Mr. Santos, Mr. Trammell? Mr. Trammell, come on up. Twenty-one. 26 CR 921 Trammell appearances.
Anthony Santos for the people.
And let the record reflect that we have Mr. Trammell here. We're set for arraignment today. Mr. Trammell, how would you like to move forward?
First of all, Your Honor, is this a court of record? Can I get a stenographic report of this proceeding?
No, we don't do stenographic recording. There's an FTR machine. It is being recorded. If you want a transcript after this hearing, you can request it.
Yeah.
How do you want to move forward? Do you want to enter a plea of not guilty so that we can get this case moving? Or do you want to reach a disposition and enter a plea of guilty? How would you like to move forward?
Can you repeat that, please?
We're set for arraignment today.
Yes.
At arraignment, you can either plead guilty or not guilty
Guilty or not guilty to what?
to the charges.
Which are?
You are charged in this case with possession of a dangerous weapon and large capacity magazine prohibited. And let me make sure that I give you the state statutory cites. Possession of a dangerous weapon pursuant to 1812-102 subsection 3, large capacity magazine prohibited during crime, 1812-302 subsection 1, subsection 1 AC. Now, what is your plea? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm not here to plead guilty or not guilty. I have a question. I do have a right to know the cause and the nature of this
You can do
particular
that.
offense.
You're not going to do that today in court. You can seek discovery. You can communicate with the district attorney's office and you can ask for discovery. How are you moving forward today? Guilty or not guilty? That's what we're doing today. It's you're set for arraignment. I told you last time we were here, you wanted to, if you wanted to apply for an attorney, you didn't want one?
However, under the Sixth Amendment, I do have a right to know. It affords and guarantees me the right to know the cause and nature of this particular action.
Sir,
Ma'am.
you're
and it
set
is
for
your duty
arraignment.
to tell me what the cause and nature of the action.
You're
is.
set for
Is
arraignment.
this a criminal or civil offense?
This is a criminal offense.
Okay, so
sir.
under the Constitution, there's two jurisdictions. One is under the common law and the other one is a condition of contract on the colorable elements of a.
I
admiralty
know
jurisdiction.
whether or not you're
Which
getting
two
your.
of these jurisdictions will you
Let me
hear
tell
this
you what
case?
you're
from?
not going to do today, Mr. Trammell. You are not going to interrupt me when I'm speaking. Do you understand me?
I'm not interrupting you.
Okay. Now, you are here for arraignment. And I'm
totally
going to ask
understand
you
it, but you're not answering my questions. I can't adequately answer the question
here
until you
for
answer
two
mine.
criminal charges. Okay?
Okay, so is this common law or are we under the tolerable
This is a,
jurisdiction?
these are statutory, this is
Okay, but you're not
statutory.
answering my
This is not
question.
common law.
You're not answering my question. And I'm not interrupting you. I'm not being loud. I'm asking you a simple question. It's my right to know. And you're not telling me.
Sir, you are here pursuant to statutes. Okay?
You did not answer my question.
Okay. Sir, common law. Now, do you
Common
plead,
law?
do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Okay, so
sir?
we're under the common law. Where is the injured party? Under the
Sir?
common law.
Sir, the people are the injured party in this case. How do you plead guilty or
We'll put
not
the
guilty?
people on the bench then.
You're going to enter a plea of not guilty today.
So
We're
now
going to
you're
set you for
practicing law from
trial.
the bench, aiding the prosecution?
Where's the paperwork? Not
Let the record
guilty plea
reflect that
enters
Your Honor
today.
is practicing law from the bench and aiding the prosecution.
December 5th, 2026. Motions are due on July 6th, 2026. Your disposition date is scheduled for July 27th at 8:30.
You said July 6th?
July 6th, your motions are due.
And what was the other date?
And July 27th, you're set for disposition. If testimonial motions are filed,
27th?
the 27th of July. If you file testimonial motions, I'll set a motions hearing then. Thank you. Your speedy trial again is actually December 4th. We'll see you on July 27th. Thank you. Bond continues.
Octavia Lewis.
Here. Can I have the iPad? Can I have the iPad?
Okay.
Jenny, you have to quit.
Go over it.
Okay. Now calling case numbers 22W002133A and B, as well as 22W002543A, B, and C. These are the Township of Ypsilanti versus Octavia Lewis. Ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
My name is Bree Octavia Melissa Alexia Albertine Lewis. My incorporated name is Octavia M. Lewis Incorporated. That is the name that you are trying.
Okay. So today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter ending in C, which is for failure to display a license. I'm seeing that your license is suspended. Is it something that you are working on fixing?
At this time, I've already gone to the Secretary of State. Unfortunately, due to Magistrate Nelson's unplanned retirement, there was an agreement on record with him that if I could get my license back, that these matters would be dismissed. Unfortunately, what didn't happen in that agreement was he did waive the fees for me at that time, and I went to the Secretary of State to get it, but I did not have the paperwork. I called to the courthouse, informed them of that, and they told me that I would have to deal with that in court because that was something that was on record, verbally spoken on record, that I would have to deal with the court. So I'm actually here today to try to get that reinstated so that I can receive it. I had the state of Michigan caseworker that was assisting me, that is the conservator for the state of Michigan, that was assisting me because of my accounts.
Okay. Mr. Barnett.
Although, I'm sorry, I do have to tell you this is actually the wrong venue for this because it is an incorporated name. It falls under corporate law, but I'm going to try to get this handled civilly because it happened during the time that I was physically in the car.
Your Honor, it sounds like she doesn't have a valid license, so I guess I wouldn't oppose an adjournment to allow her to go try to resolve that. I want her to be clear. I'm the one who is responsible or makes a decision about what sort of plea offer to make. I would not dismiss the case. My standard offer would be a reduction to a civil infraction if you get a valid license. It may be beneficial to put this case in front of the judge. It sounds like there may be more going on here than we realize.
Yes,
I wouldn't have an objection to that, Your Honor. I think this should go before the judge.
That would be fine with me also.
Okay, then this is going to be adjourned to March 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. and that will be before Judge Washington.
Yes, I think I like this to be in person.
Mr. Barnett, is that something that you're able?
She's always welcome. I don't know. I mean, she's welcome to show up at the courthouse, and okay. I'm going to be on Zoom at that point. So
okay.
That's fine. I have to be in person. I need to be in person.
And Attorney Anderson, I'm assuming somebody from your office can be here in person.
It goes by the judge's docket, Your Honor, but she can certainly contact her assigned attorney to work that out.
Okay. So I believe that in-person hearings.
My actual attorney is not here today.
Okay. So, ma'am, I'm trying to set your time at this point because it's not going to be 9 a.m. The judge does not set for 9 a.m. I believe.
I'm going to suggest that we set it at 9 a.m. if she wants to appear and then zoom into the courtroom. And then Judge Washington can determine if she wants to have her come into the courtroom itself.
Well, my attorneys will be accompanying me. This is why I'm asking for it to be in person, which is actually my right to be in person, to represent myself in person.
Ma'am, okay, I'm going to cut you off for a minute.
That.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
I'm clarifying with the clerks if the judge has a set time for in-person hearings. Let me find that out, please.
Okay.
Okay. While I wait to hear back on that, I will note that the other 4 matters that were called were set for show cause hearings. Those will also be adjourned to the same date. Okay. So you're hearing the pretrial on March 20th, 2024 will be at 11 a.m. in person. Okay. And if you have nothing else this time, this hearing is concluded and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
You said you were checking to see if there was an in-person time?
Yes, 11 a.m. in person. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Let's get a blood to and all of the came in the end.
Mr. Bishop, we have the defendant Vincent Luis Haynes. He's facing 2 charges, expired registration and failure to maintain financial responsibility, and a motion to dismiss. Mr. Haynes, can you please, there you are, Mr. Haynes, there, unmuted. All right. So, Mr. Haynes, do you wish to summarize your motions at this time?
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
In my notice of abatement, I'm asking for the court to show that it can uphold the Constitution in reference to Article 6. I am basically stating that I am a natural person. You know, I'm in the court even currently right now with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and the notice of abatement just goes to the heart of the matter as to the jurisdiction, both subject matter and personal jurisdiction, and to make sure that these proceedings are done to assure equity and fairness. I realize that this court may not provide a remedy for me. And so at that point, I'm asking for adjunctive relief, if that would be appropriate.
Mr. Haynes, you're using terms that are civil terms. This is a criminal court. These are Class C criminal charges, which carry a fine as their punishment. This is not a court that gives a remedy to a defendant. You are charged with a citation. You are charged with a crime based on the actions of a police officer.
Who did I offend?
No, sir, hang on. I'm not done.
Okay.
So I want to make sure you understand you're using civil terms. The rules that apply in this court are the Texas rules of criminal procedure. And those are the rules that dictate how the hearings and trials will proceed. And it is the Texas laws which grant this court jurisdiction in these matters. I'll make sure you understand that. If you wish to continue to summarize anything, you may, but I want to make sure you understand you're using civil terms. This is a criminal court.
Okay. Even in a criminal matter, ma'am, I still have a right to face my accuser again, that's what the abatement was about. And who accuses?
Sir, hang on a second. You haven't gotten to that point yet because this is a first setting, and if you plead not guilty, there will be a trial. But as you've seen here tonight, many people plead no contest or are guilty. Therefore, there is an opportunity to hear and have all the accusations presented in court. You just have not gotten there yet.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Okay. Well, Mr. Bishop, does the state have any response to the abatement motion?
Yes, and I'm just seeing this motion for the first time tonight, but it appears he says that the court lacks subject matter jurisdiction over this ticket, and therefore the action should be abated. And I'm summarizing that. The state's response would be that this court has jurisdiction to hear citations for traffic violations and Class C misdemeanors in the city of Dalworthington Gardens. And so it appears these tickets were all alleged to have occurred in Dalworthington Gardens, and therefore we respectfully request that the defendant's motion be denied.
Your motion for abatement or notice of abatement.
It's a notice.
Your notice of abatement is filed, sir, but there's no action that this court is going to take at this time. And you have filed a motion to dismiss. Before we go into that, sir, there's a couple of things that I want to make sure to put on the record. You've been here in the Zoom courtroom tonight. At the start of court, I went over rights and options that defendants have. Did you hear those rights and options, sir?
I heard the rights and options as pertaining to those particular defendants, yes.
Yeah, that was to every defendant set here tonight. Do you have any questions about those rights and options?
I mean, I don't understand them pertaining to me.
Well, they pertain to you because you have received a citation and you're charged with this offense. You may not agree with it and you may not like it, but they apply to you because you were in the city of Dalworthington Gardens and received these citations. So that's how they apply to you. Now, as I warned everyone at the start of court, you have the right to be represented by an attorney. And if you wish to have time to consult with an attorney, please let me know and I will give you a pass until next month's docket. Otherwise, if you do not have an attorney hired to represent you, you will be held to the same standard as if you were an attorney. So at this time, sir, do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have a continuance to consult with an attorney?
I'll represent myself.
Okay. All right. All right. And if you do not have any other questions about the rights or options that I went over at this time, we can proceed now to the motion to dismiss. If you wish to present that at this time, you may summarize your argument for the court at this time.
The motion to dismiss comes from the fact that I put a notice of abatement in, and I never got a response from my notice of abatement. Just basically asking the court, for its jurisdiction. You're explaining how your jurisdiction kicks in, but it's not relating to what I'm saying. I don't go by misnomers, and I seek, the honorable court to apply fairness, and equity. This court does not state whether or not this is a court of equity. You're telling me right now that this is a criminal court. You're saying that this is a criminal case, and you're not really presenting a crime that I see that would be tantamount to criminal proceedings. But again, everything is laid out in a motion to dismiss, and I feel that it is warranted because the court does lack subject matter and personal jurisdiction in this hearing.
Response from the state, Mr. Bishop?
Motion to dismiss should be overruled, Your Honor, or denied. State has jurisdiction here. This individual was using the roads or highways of the state of Texas. And by doing so, as is driving being a privilege, not a right, was bound by the laws of the state of Texas when driving. The allegation is he has violated those laws, and so this court would certainly have jurisdiction to hear those citations. I believe there are two of them. One is registration. The other one is failure to maintain financial responsibility.
Court has reviewed the written motion to dismiss, has heard the summary from the defendant, Mr. Haynes, response from
I object, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, sir, what did you say?
I said I object.
To what, sir?
Because there's no city, state, or government that should make a rule or law that abridges my right to the freedoms and the privileges of the continent or the land of the United States. I'm a natural born man.
Okay.
And
That objection, sir,
I have a constitutional right to be.
Sir, I've heard the objection. Your objection is overruled. All right. Your motion to dismiss is denied at this time. The allegation in the citation which you signed states that you committed 2 violations in a location that is within the territorial limits of the city of Dalworth Gardens.
You have the actual ticket?
Sir, you need to be quiet and listen. Within Tarrant County, within the state of Texas, that establishes subject matter jurisdiction for this court to hear this matter. The court has not made any ruling in regards to guilt or innocence at this time. However, that does give the court authority to hear this case. Therefore, your motion to dismiss is denied at this time. Now,
you have the actual ticket, ma'am, that I mailed back in?
I don't know if you mailed it back in or not, but I have the copy that you received notice at the time and that you signed it. And that is all that is required.
I signed it under duress as well.
All right, sir. Are you ready to proceed to trial tonight on your cases?
Proceed to trial tonight?
Yes, sir. This is the contest docket. You've indicated you wish to represent yourself, and you are facing the 2 charges of expired registration.
I need to have a trial by jury, ma'am. Everything.
Okay, well, we're going to get to there. So to the charge of expired registration, how do you wish to plead, sir? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
I make no plea, ma'am. I'm not pleading. I do not accept your jurisdiction.
Well, that's the step to getting set for a jury trial, is if you're going to plead not guilty. Are you pleading not guilty and requesting a jury trial?
There's no plea that I'm making.
Therefore, the court will enter a plea of not guilty for you. And you've indicated you wish to have a jury trial. Is that correct, sir?
The jury trial, yes.
Okay, so enter a plea of not guilty, setting you for a jury trial. So we're going to set you for a pretrial docket, and that will be September 3rd at 7 p.m. You will get a written pretrial order. You need to read it over. It explains what you need to do and the timing. If you have any motions that you want the court to hear as far as discovery or anything of that matter, they needs to be filed at least 14 days before the pretrial hearing. If you have any evidence you wish to be able to present to the jury, you need to have that marked and filed with the court according to the pretrial order. Once we have the hearing on September 3rd, you will be scheduled for a jury trial, which we have during the day. So make sure that when you come on September 3rd, you're aware of your schedule and any conflicts that you might have for September and October.
Thank you.
You will get a written pretrial order and you'll get a reset notice. We'll see you back here on September 3rd at 7 p.m. You are released at this time unless you have any question regarding the scheduling, sir.
You say back here, this is going to be on a Zoom call again?
Yes, the pretrial will be on a Zoom call. Yes.
Okay, and I'll have instructions relating to all of this as well.
You'll get it all in writing. It'll be signed by me, and you should receive it early next week, if not earlier.
All right.
Okay. Just watch your email, check your spam folder, because there will be some attachments, so they might go to spam or junk if you have that. All right.
If I have any questions, I'll make sure I call your clerk.
Call, or you can send them in writing, either way. All right.
All right.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You're released at this time. We'll see you back for your pretrial hearing September 3rd.
Yep.
Next case I have is Vincent Haynes. Vincent Haynes, can you unmute, please? Mr. Haynes, can you unmute, please? I can see, there you go.
Okay. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
That's all right. All right, so Mr. Haynes, you have two cases set. We have expired registration and failure to maintain financial responsibility. And you have indicated that you wish to plead not guilty, and are you requesting a jury trial, sir?
I grant the court use of my name for future return on my equity. I say again, I grant the court use of my name for future return on my equity. Your Honor, I have to object because I never made a plea. You made that plea for me. I did not make a plea. If I make a plea, it is a plea for release. I need to make a plea for release.
Okay, so Mr. Haynes, that's not a plea that applies in this court. You're using civil law terms like this were a civil court, and it's not. This is a state-created criminal court, and as I went over with everyone here, you have three options to plead. You can plead guilty, you can plead no contest or not guilty, and by law, if you do not enter a plea in this court, then by law, I have to enter a plea of not guilty for you. I do appreciate you reminding me of that. That you indicated that it was, you're correct. I did enter that plea for you because you did not enter one of your three plea options. You are set tonight for a pretrial hearing. We sent you an order of pretrial hearing and the complaints back on August 12th, and I do not see that you filed any requested motions or requested jury charges or anything. I do see that you posted a cash bond for these charges on August 6th. Did you send in any motions or requests pursuant to the pretrial order that I issued back in August, sir?
I did not. I did not see that email. I was looking for those instructions, but I did not. I would like to make a motion to dismiss, and for lack of jurisdiction and lack of venue. I'm a natural born person, and I have a right to face my accuser. And you're telling me that there's a crime that's been committed. And I know that there's no crime against me traveling. Ma'am, I was traveling, and my right to travel should not be infringed upon.
So, Mr. Haynes, you filed a motion to dismiss that was heard in court on August 6th, and the state responded, and and that was the court ruled that that was denied. Therefore, the court does find that we do have jurisdiction for this charge, and so your criminal charges, which are Class C criminal offenses, are pending here at this time. So, other than that motion to dismiss, I do not see any other motions filed. Mr. Bishop, is there anything from the state? Any motions filed from the state? You're muted, sir. I'm sorry.
No motions from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Haynes, a plea of not guilty was entered on your behalf by the court because you did not enter a plea at that time. Are you wishing to change that plea to either guilty or no contest? I need you to say yes or no out loud. I'm sorry, sir.
Ma'am, I mean, I asked, for, even in the last time we had this hearing, I asked for your for your jurisdiction. And you're just telling me that it's a state jurisdiction matter. And I mean, I didn't understand how, I have to understand that. And I don't understand that.
Well, sir, you are charged with fair to maintain financial responsibility and displaying an expired registration. And Texas law requires that people who operate a motor vehicle in the state of Texas obtain and maintain a certain amount of financial responsibility. Oftentimes it is insurance, but there are other ways to provide it. And that they register their vehicle every year with the state. And so you are charged with violating those charges, which are Class C charges, and you received that notice in the citation.
I signed that ticket.
Sorry, I'm not done, which was issued to you, and
Okay.
you also received notice in the complaint that was sent to you in August, on August 12th, and we can send the complaint to you again, but those are the charges, and you have received notice of that.
Okay, I'll send those charges again. But if you look at my ticket, Your Honor, I do not contract with the state. I rescind the contract pursuant to US 15.
Sir, this is not a contract, and the US Code in regards to contracts does not apply to Class C misdemeanor offenses in the state of Texas. So that does not apply here.
You're conducting matters for money, and you're saying that there's a crime committed, and I just don't understand. So there are several things that I really object to.
Okay,
and like
well,
you
sir,
said,
listen, as you've heard me, because this is your second time to appear in court, you absolutely have the right to go and consult an attorney. And you may seek that attorney's advice, and you may hire someone if you wish to do so. All right, sir. But this is a Class C. These are two Class C charges. And the information in regards to that, the citation and the charges are listed on the citation that you were given a copy of, and they are listed in the complaint, and we will gladly send you another charge to that complaint, another copy of the complaint, excuse me, sir. So if we have no other pretrial motions at this time, if you do not wish to waive your right to a jury trial to have me hear your case, we need to go ahead and schedule this for a jury trial.
jury trial.
All right. So give me just a minute to look at the court's calendar. All right, Mr. Haynes and Mr. Bishop, the next available dates for jury trials would be either November 12th or November 13th. Do either of you have a known conflict to those dates at this time?
I do not.
Okay.
Your Honor, I do not. Either the 12th or the 13th of November, no.
All right, so we're going to set these for jury trial on November 13th. That's a Wednesday. I do believe that Monday is a holiday, so that will give us one additional business day beforehand. And so, Mr. Haynes, we do have our jury trials in person, so you will need to come to the court. I'm going to schedule both of you, the parties, to be here at 8:30. You will receive juror information. You will be able to conduct voir dire, which is questioning of the jury. The jury will be selected. Have any witnesses and documentation ready, because you'll have your trial that day. All witnesses and all documents, all evidence will need to be ready at that time. So let me make a notation here. So jury trial, November 13th. Parties here at 8:30 a.m. The veneer panel will be here at 9, and we'll begin the jury selection process very soon after 9 a.m. Any questions, Mr. Haynes?
Nope.
Okay, thank you very much. Watch your email. Do check your spam folder, because there will
I'll
be
have to check my
attachments.
spam. Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay.
what I have to do. I have to
Okay.
check my spam.
Okay,
That's
so
correct.
we will send you a reset notice for that setting. We'll make sure to resend the complaints. All right. If you have not received them by Monday, please call my court staff. They will resend it while they're on the phone with you to make sure you've gotten them. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're released at this time. We'll see you back here November 13th at 8:30 in the morning. Thank you.
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word and that's 30 days. 30 days.